I'm not sure where or when I first heard the quote, but the idea of the mountains calling really stuck to me from childhood. Also, living through a scorching summer in Colombia is not exactly the vibes I personally long for. So me and my girlfriend Bailey decided to take a weekend road trip to the Appalachians to get away from the noise and distraction that a large city poses. This is that story. Okay, good morning. It is currently, it's about 5 a.m. Getting everything packed up. Let's go on this road trip.
Alright, should I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or is it something ourselves?
There were two spots in the mountains that I particularly wanted to visit, the first being Mount Mitchell. Cloaked in a temperate rainforest and enshrined in an atmosphere and climate unlike any other I'd experienced, the mountain and scenic route we took along the Blue Ridge Parkway provided views that were permanently ingrained into my brain.
What do we think about it?
Huh?
What do we think about it? I did not think it was beautiful. To jump?
Look at this. Do you not see this?
What is it?
It was like it was impossible to not stop at every scenic overlook and take photos of every mountain peak and gaze and wonder at every new view of the mountains that the road presented us with.
Oh my gosh.
I can't like see very well.
Alright, we're stopping again to look at the mountains.
Freaking out on the interstate, rolling down the windows, baby. I can't hear a thing you say.
After an hour and a half drive through the mountains, surrounded by mist and spruce trees, we finally made it to the peak. Our objective was to find a trail to hike the day away and experience the incredible solitude that such a place would afford us. How are we feeling?
Not caffeinate. I have energy. It's boiling out here. Everyone's acting like it's cold, but I'm overheated and stinging. This is gorgeous.
Alright, we're at the start of Old Mitchell, and this is our trek. You can see the beautiful view behind us. Hopefully this is in focus, but without further ado, we're about to go on a long hour-and-a-half trek.
We hadn't taken more than a few steps onto the trail before we were once again in awe of the natural beauty that surrounded us. The variety of different mushrooms, lichen, moss, and ferns were alone enough to make us stand in wonder. Within the rainforest, we left behind the sounds of human life and were surrounded by a dense thicket of mossy trees, with only the sounds of birds and the dripping of water to keep us company.
One of the things I noticed, like as we came out here, and I mentioned to Bailey, is that it's so quiet, and it's something you like rarely get to experience outside of state parks or national parks like this, where there's just so much around you and there's like so little civilization nearby. It's just like really quiet and calm. Just setting up for lunch. Little lunch out in the forest.
Like a slide.
We're like barely into the trail at all. Just like with the Blue Ridge Parkway, we love to stop and look at lots of different things. Right.
Yeah.
We had just stopped hiking for a rainforest picnic when, true to its name, it began to rain.
What started happening just a second ago?
I finished my banana. It started raining.
At first it was a light pattering of peaceful raindrops, but soon picked up into a heavy downpour, which drenched our rain jackets, formed puddles in the path, and simultaneously cloaked the forest in an extra layer of mysterious grandeur.
We're taking refuge from the rain right now and doing a little bit of salamander exploration. Already found two. Oh, there's one. There he is.
I I don't think there's many things I've personally experienced as beautiful as rain in the middle of a forest, especially one at thousands of feet of elevation, consisting of moss-covered spruce and pine trees. There's something majestic and extremely comforting about just sitting in silence and enjoying the intense feelings that come with this sort of environment.
Alright, rain is let up and we're headed back out. That was amazing, just sitting there listening to all the sounds of the forest, the raindrops, everything. I mean, just all the drops coming off of the moss and the mountain. It's incredible. This is the first of hopefully many outlooks onto the mountains here.
From here, we continued down the mountain until we reached the turnaround point.
Okay, so we're about our halfway point. How do you feel? We just reached the end of the trail down the mountain.
Sorry.
Silly. Anyway, so we have reached here. There's this little place here.
Here we shared a much needed snack and were able to rest for a few minutes before heading back up.
Smoking cigarettes in the last seat, trying to hide my sorrow from the people I need, getting along with it all. Go down where people say y'all, sing a song with a friend, change my shape.
About to head back out.
Ready for another 30 miles.
I'd like to say that I might have to go over to start over again. Might go back down and
What have we found?
might go to somewhere that
Again.
Get up in the morning and go out at night, and I won't have to go home. Get used to being alone. Change the words to the song.
Fortunately, the trail we took back up was a much easier route, which meant we could stroll along peacefully enjoying the hike. We did eventually find ourselves entering back into the forest on a steep hike that eventually led us to the last few weary steps of our adventure.
Castle of memories, just have somewhere to go.
We are on the home stretch of the hike. How do you feel, Bailey?
Good. Made it so far.
So close to the end.
I'm not even out of breath. I think I do another lap. Maybe by jogging.
So much easier going down. We're almost done though. That's there.
I'm going down to the Greyhound station.
5 hours later, probably at least 6 miles. I don't know how we're feeling.
Pretty good.
Exhausted.
Well worked.
Good hike though.
While Mount Mitchell was our main destination, we did have one more stop to make at Smoky Mountains National Park.
Does she wander deep inside her slumber?
And our first course of action was to take a cold plunge into a mountain stream.
And what does she dream? Oh, you know you love her, but do you really know her? I look at her face. Lord, I know I'm somewhere.
It was a truly surreal experience, and definitely one that will be hard to match.
She's somebody new.
After swimming, we headed to the woods to a short trail surrounded by cascading waterfalls and dimpled eddies. This stretch of forest was once again unlike any other I'd experienced, and had its own unique beauty for us to enjoy.
Out there's a land that time don't command. Wanna be the first to arrive. No time for pondering why I'm wandering on while we busted back. To the ends of the earth, would you follow me? There's a world
We'd packed a dinner along, but failed to realize how bad of an idea it is to take yogurt for a picnic. Despite the mess, we made the best of our little meal and took in the scenery around us, knowing that our trip was coming to an end. We then headed back to the stream where we'd taken the swim to retrieve a pair of sandals I'd left behind.
Old shoes obtained, new shoes no longer wearing.
And before we knew it, it was time to say goodbye to the mountains.
Okay, that concludes our trip to the mountains. Old shoes obtained, and now we're headed back home. It's been an amazing weekend traveling through the mountains, seeing so many cool sights. Yeah, I'm excited for so many more trips. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. You're a real one if you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
We came to the mountains to escape the city, and in doing so created memories and experiences that will last a lifetime. So next time the mountains call you, listen.